dear friend, Ralph Klein. Welcome to another Miracle on the Prairies.
Hi, welcome back to Krayden's Right. We've got a take 5 on Stand on Guard with David Krayden today. And we just are analyzing the results of Monday night's election in Alberta, provincial election, where Danielle Smith of the United Conservative Party defeated, quite soundly, Rachel Notley and the NDP. Looks to be about 50 seats to 37. That might go up or down for either party, but it's a clear majority. A couple of observations I want to make, and I've put these on my Substack in an article today, because I really think it's fascinating how so much of the mainstream media, and I woke up this morning and I watched the results come in last night, and I saw Danielle Smith's acceptance speech, so I knew who won. But I wanted to see how the mainstream media reacted to the victory. And it's quite interesting because there was so much talk about how well Rachel Notley did. Now, I didn't think when you lose the election, the focus should be on the loser. This is her second attempt to win the election following being premier from 2015 to 2019. She lost in 2019 to Jason Kenney and the UCP. She's lost again to Danielle Smith and the UCP. But yet, nobody is talking about getting rid of Rachel Notley or that she should step down as leader after 2 failed attempts to become premier again. I actually heard pundits last night on CTV, probably. We were watching a number of the news outlets report the returns. But I actually heard a number of pundits, commentators, analysis suggest that if Danielle Smith didn't win a huge victory in this election, that maybe she should have to step down because, you know, those dinosaurs in the Take Back Alberta group are nipping at her heels, and she's going to be somehow, totally under their control. And this is absolutely ridiculous. She's won the victory. She can go forth with the Alberta Sovereignty Act. She can continue to fight for the issues that she's finally attuned to fight for. Now, much was made about Rachel Notley winning Edmonton. And it's almost like, well, you win Edmonton and you should become premier, according to some media outlets. There was great fanfare about this. Okay, so Edmonton's become the Leningrad of Canada. It's as red can be in terms of that color connoting the far left. But thankfully, that's not the entirety of Alberta, and that doesn't decide elections. So I don't know what the real issue was there. So yes, and she retained her seat. I think it's interesting that Danielle Smith, in her acceptance speech, went after Justin Trudeau.
And finally, my fellow Albertans, we need to come together no matter how we have voted to stand shoulder to shoulder against soon-to-be announced Ottawa policies that would significantly harm our provincial economy.
And suggest that if he wants to go after Alberta in terms of his green energy program, and if he's not just after oil, but natural gas and, of course, coal, and that's not going to happen. Albertans are not going to freeze in the winter, she said, and the economy is not going to be destroyed because of the whims of one Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, who is clearly enraptured and to a degree enslaved by the fanatics of the climate change doctrine, religion. And he's become part of this hysteria. And believe me, even if Canada stopped producing any greenhouse gases tomorrow, it would have no impact on the universal global stage. So this is all nonsense in the end. But it's all about power. And Justin Trudeau wants to create the National Energy Plan 2. His father tried to extort oil from Alberta when he was prime minister with a plan that would have had Alberta subsidizing the price of its oil well below the world price, which would, of course, led to a collapse in the oil and gas industry in that province. But Justin Trudeau just wants to squeeze it to death with a green energy policy that is insane. And thank God Danielle Smith won that election yesterday, because she's going to stand up for that province. And hopefully other provinces and other premiers will emulate her and identify with the struggle she is initiating against the federal government. So I say hurrah that she won. The fight is just beginning, and I think there's probably nobody better suited to win that fight. And that's what we have to remember. I hope you're enjoying this channel as much as I enjoy putting the material on here. This is not just about politics. I sing some of my favorite songs from the Great American Songbook. And you can also watch my latest show where we do some of the news you're not going to hear anywhere else. But please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you want to be part of this station, please be a subscriber. We want you.